Hi everyone. I'm here today to talk to you about abortion. Did you know that in 2011, 1.06 million abortions took place in the US? That's about 3,300 per day. And abortion is a huge controversial subject in the US today. Many people believe that they should have a say in what everybody else has to do with their bodies. Me, being a woman in today's society, has taught me nothing less. Everybody has a different opinion on this subject and they all want to be heard. Americans divided 50%, usually 47% of the adults are described as pro-choice and 46% are described as pro-life. So it's a pretty even, if you could say. Abortion happens every day, whether it's for convenience to a woman's life, to being a rape victim and wanting to end the pregnancy. It happens. Let's take a look at the pros and cons of abortion. Abortion is not for everyone. But when it's deciding a huge part of your life, you need to look at all the different aspects. First, let's take a look at the pros of abortion. Abortion is an easy fix to a problem that you can't solve by yourself. Not everyone wants to have children. 2 out of 3 people that are having sex every day are using contraceptive to prevent their pregnancies, which means the 2 out of the 3 people, they do not want babies. So, and over 66% of women that get an abortion are having protected sex, which means they're being careful, but sometimes accidents happen and contraceptive is not 100% preventable. Another reason is abortion on average costs around $500, and raising a child in the 21st century costs roughly around $200,000 until their 18th birthday. That's a lot of money for some people that don't have this much money. If money is an issue in your life, having a child can stretch your budget very thin. Children who grow up in poverty are more likely to engage in violent crimes, drug, and chronic health problems, due to an article on abortion. Accidents can happen to everyone, even if there's some type of contraceptive being used. With that being the case, we need some other type of contraceptive in case this does happen, like birth control or abortion. Because of money issues being tight and not wanting a child, abortion is another good route if you can't afford a child. Since this happens every day, we need to take a closer look. Let's look at some of the cons of abortion. Abortion can be the toughest choice in a woman's life. In order to be informed, you need to look at both aspects of the case. We'll look at the cons of abortion, from why it's a struggle to people to how it affects them afterwards. A 2008 peer-reviewed study in the Scandinavian Journal found that young women who undergo abortion may be at an increased risk for depression. Getting rid of an unborn child is going to be hard on anybody, especially for someone who is using protection and being careful and they weren't expecting to get a child out of this. American women found that who aborted were 154% more likely to commit suicide than ones who carried out their full term and either kept the baby or gave it up for adoption. Another con is abortion is the murder of a child. Personhood at conception is a religious belief, especially if you're a Catholic. A lot of studies have shown that if you do get an abortion, you will be shunned from your family. The killing of an innocent being is wrong, even if that being hasn't been born yet. Unborn babies are considered human beings by the US government. So the cons of abortion is that it is a murder of a child. It is said that brain activity occurs in the 7th to 8th week of a human being. Abortion can be fatal for your physical health, including your thoughts of suicide and depression. Finishing off, we will look at the pro-con aspect of the legal side of abortion. Abortion is a universal practice that has been with us since the beginning of time, whether it's been illegal or illegal. The U.S. Supreme Court has declared abortion to be a fundamental right guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution, which means that you can go get abortions, which is why we have abortion clinics today. Abortion has often have positive benefits for women's health and life. Many women believe that upbringing an unwanted child into the world is a crime, and forcing that women to have a child against their will is morally wrong. The con aspect of the legal side is abortion eliminates the legal rights of a child. They are taken out of this world before they have even given a say of what they want in their life. Minors or young adults are mostly the people that have abortions, and they don't have the maturity or life experience to make good decisions, and often they're the ones that abort the most. Whether there are many points that people think abortion should be illegal or legal, it all comes down to your own personal views. The government has not stepped in and made the abortions stopped, or they haven't made them free. So I just want to recap with everybody today to make the best decision possible for yourself, because ultimately it is about you. I would like you to fully take the time to acknowledge the pros and cons of abortion. In closing, discussing the final points being made, abortion is a choice. From it being legal to some people wanting it to be illegal, from all the way to people performing this action before the fetus is a human being, this is a matter between a woman and herself. No one wants to go through an abortion, but sometimes mistakes happen. Abortion is one alternative if you are not ready to have a child or you cannot provide for them when they come out. The cons of abortion, as stated before, is that it takes a very emotional toll on your body. From suicide and depression thoughts, you have to live with that for the rest of your life and you cannot change it. The next time you're faced with a tough decision, whether it's abortion or, say, adoption, you need to think of every aspect before making a decision. If you're not careful about your decisions, this could haunt you for the rest of your life. Thank you.